Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make this Espérer bracelet, and I am not sure if I pronounced that right because I am really bad at pronouncing words in different languages, and that was hope in French. So I might put that down there if I can, but I am putting it as the title, so don't worry if you don't know how to spell it. And if you are French, please tell me if I said that right because I am so not sure if I said that right. But anyways, this bracelet here is made on the hook, and this bracelet is without a border, and this bracelet is with a border. I personally like the one with the border, so yeah. I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and without further ado, let's get started. To get started making this bracelet, you will need a hook. I am using a metal tipped hook. I am going to be using the bands in the color of glitter pink, silver, and normal white. I am also using a large C-clip. You can also use any other type of C-clip, and also a regular C-clip would do perfectly. So everything you see here is from the Rainbow Loom website, and this glitter pink is apparently not on the website for some reason, but I'm not too sure about that, so yeah. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first off, I am just going to be grabbing my hook, grab my first color, which is silver, and just twist it so it has two loops, or it forms in a infinity sign or a figure eight. So you should have two loops like this. Grab my next color, which is glitter pink, and just pull both of those two loops on that single band, just like that. Make it focus. There. So just like that. Now I'm going to grab my next color, which is silver. Pull both of those on, but we're not going to be taking this band back and put it on the hook. We are going to be doing something different. So we are going to be holding that silver band, take that middle, this pink glitter pink band on the hook, just like that, and grab the silver and hook it over the hook. It should look something like that. This. So if you did not get that, I'm gonna do it again, but I'm just going to be continuing on. So I'm just gonna, if you got that, you hold both of those bands tightly, take your hook off and put it in the other way, just like that. Now I'm going to grab my next color, which is glitter pink, pull both of those bands on, pull that silver back up, and take the pink band and pull it over the hook, and it should look something like this. So it's basically a 6 if you see it as a 6. But now we're just going to be doing the same as we did last time. Hold it tightly, take your hook out, and place it in the other way, just like that. If you had a double-sided crochet hook, you could use that because it will help you make the bracelet much easier. All you need to do is slide the bracelet onto the other side so that you don't need to keep taking the bands off the hook. So I'm just going to be continuing on, and before I already reversed it or whatever I did, I'm not sure what you call it, but yeah. So I'm going to grab my next band, and if you don't know what color you are using, it is always the opposite color or the color after the band that is inside, which mine is pink, so I'm going to going to be using silver. Pull both of those inside. Make sure you hold the end of the band. Pick up that glitter pink, just like that. Make sure the silver is inside, and just get that silver and hook it over, just like that. So you are coming up with the pattern, and it should look something like this, and the side should look something like this. And I'm going to be showing you guys about 3 more times, and then I'll go off camera and show you guys how to finish off. I'll show you guys how to do the border if you are going to be making the bracelet with the border. So I'm going to turn my bracelet around, just like that. Grab my next color, which is glitter pink. Remember, it is always the opposite color of the inside color. So pull that both in those 2 bands. Make sure you are still holding the outside band. Take the silver up, back on your hook. Make sure your pink is in the right place as before, and just hook it over the hook. Well, place it over the hook, just like that. I'm going to be showing you guys 2 more times. So take your bracelet and put it the other way, just like that. My next color. Pull that glitter pink back up, and just take that silver and hook it over the hook. Well, I keep saying hook it, but I mean place it or pull it over the hook. So yeah, showing you guys 1 more time. So just do that. Grab your next color, pull it in both of these bands, just like that. Make sure you are still holding the end that is not on the hook. Pull back that silver and pull over that pink over the hook. So now you should have something like this, and the pattern is growing with the bracelet, and the side should look like this. And on the sides, it should have opposite colors. So on this side, the little, I don't know what's it called, but those little single chains or whatever, they are the opposite color of the pink one. So the single chains on that side is the large single chain on this side. So now I'm gonna go off camera and I'll show you guys how to end it off if you are just going to be making it as this. But if you're going to be making it with the border, stay tuned for that. So as you can see, my bracelet is kind of growing and I'm not all the way there, but if you are making the bracelet with the border, which I am today in this tutorial, you are going to be making the bracelet longer so that it is bigger around your wrist, because when you put the border on, it kind of shrinks up the bracelet. So make sure you make the bracelet bigger. So now I have finished the full length of my bracelet, and it looks something like this, and on the side, and it is kind of bigger than my wrist. So if it is too long for me, then I'll just take all the bands out, and yeah, so it fits me. So if you're just going to be wearing a bracelet as it is, just like this, you're just going to be grabbing your next band, and you're just going to be pulling all those bands onto that single band, or else you can just get your C-clip and clip it as it is, which I am doing. And you also do this if you are making a border, so just clip it just like that. And I am using a regular C-clip, so yeah. So now you are not going to be clipping it just like that. You only do that if you are not making the bracelet with the border. So if you are not making it with the border, just clip it and you have your bracelet done. But if you've seen the clip before this clip, then yeah. So now I'm going to do my border, and I'm going to be starting at the end with the cap band, and I'm just going to be sticking my hook in through this right cap band loop, just like that. As you can see, there are different colored single chains, which is glitter pink and silver. And for the first silver band, you're going to be sticking your hook in that silver band, just like that. Now you are going to be grabbing your border band and hook both of those two loops on, just like that. Just make it focus. There you are. And now it should look something like that. Now, as you can see, there is a band between the two single chains, and you are just going to be grabbing the first silver band, just like that. Grab another border band and just pull all those bands on the hook onto that single chain band and put it back on the hook with the single chain band. So now you're going to be grabbing the single chain that is between the large single chain. So if that makes sense, grab that band and get the border band and pull all those bands onto that single band, just like that. And you are just basically continuing on, and make sure you hook the same place where you hook the bands and hook the bands on the bracelet in the right place, so that it doesn't mess up. So I'm going to show you guys a few more times. So just grab that first single chain between those two single chains, just like that. Grab a border band, pull all those bands on, grab your next band, grab a border band, grab those onto the single chain band, and as you can see, it should look like that. So showing you guys one more time, or two. I'll just show you one more time after this. Grab a border band and do that one more time. Border band, slip those on. So now your bracelet should look something like this, and you are just going to be doing that all the way till you get to the end. And I'm going to go off camera till I get to the end, and I'll show you guys how to finish it off. And we're not finished off the bracelet, but I'm going to show you guys how to do the border on the other side. So yeah, as you can see, I have finished one side of the border, and it should look something like this. And don't worry if your bracelet is crooked. It happened to me, but I fixed it up. And I am on to my last, make that focus. I am onto my last single chain, and I'm just going to be clipping it to the C-clip. So I'm going to hold it tightly, take those 2 bands and just hook it on the C-clip, just like that. And it's okay if you use the larger C-clip, but I lost that one, just to tell you, because I didn't tell you before. So yeah, but you need to stretch it a bit so that it stretches out, and it should look something like this. And I really love the side of it. You can just leave it like this if you want. There's like a variation, but I'm just gonna do another border. So again, stick my hook into that cap band and grab, wait, I'm just checking to see if, sorry, but now instead of hooking the silver onto the white band, as you can see there, we are going to be hooking the opposite color for me, which is pink. And I'm just going to be grabbing that color right there, grab my border color, hook those 2 bands on, just like that. So now we are going to be doing that again. So just get that first band and hook it on. Again, I'm just showing you guys about 2 more times because it is pretty easy to do, but it's hard to get the band out. So just be patient for this. So one more time. Again, just go through that band and just lift up that band. Take a border band and just hook it on. So now it should look something like this, and that's the pattern that's going to be inside the middle. So, whoops, I didn't hook that. So just going to do that now. Again, I'm going to go off camera till I finish the whole length of the bracelet of the border. So I'll come back and I'll show you guys how to finish the bracelet off. Okay, so off camera I did something a little different. Before there was a C-clip with all these 4 bands over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just took all those bands off the C-clip so that I can add a single chain with all these bands hooking on the C-clip, if that makes any sense. I don't think so, but anyways, I'm just going to be taking all those bands and putting it on a single band, just like that, so I don't have to clip a lot of bands onto that single C-clip. So now I'm going to grab my C-clip and just hook it like this. If you have a big C-clip, you can still do it if it's too small for you, but it is fine for me. It was a bit small, so I had to add a single chain. So your bracelet should look something like this. Let me focus it. There. Should look something like this, and I really love the pattern over there. If you turn it to the side, you can see a little pattern going on. I really love this side, but anyways, just going to be clipping it. Let me focus it. Just clip it to the band, just like that. Just one more band. Just like that. So now you have finished your bracelet. So thank you all so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you I hope you give this video a big thumbs up and especially subscribe. Make sure you check out my Instagram. I'll put my username in the description box below. And make sure if you make this bracelet, make sure you take a picture, put it on Instagram, and make sure to hashtag your pic to tutorials by KN. I'll also put that in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye!